To live in South Central, I was raised having to stand up for myself and like looking over my shoulder. I didn't get to finish middle school. They kicked me out of all the middle schools I actually went to. It had to do with drugs and weapons, and I got caught. My name is Ramon Quevedo. I go to Verbum Dei High School, and I live in South Central Los Angeles.
In this part of LA, drugs are a very, very big issue. Some of our students, have told me that there was a time when they were either taking drugs or dealing drugs. And even when they get away from it, there are members of their family that are involved with drugs or involved with the gangs. And that's an issue that you wouldn't necessarily get in a more affluent neighborhood. The continuous pressure on these students to either be part of a gang or to be influenced by the gangs. Just walking home can be an issue of where you walk and who's going to talk to you and where you are. And that's something that other teenagers, for the most part, do not have to handle. My family, most of them are gang related, and it's like always seen it in my life. I'm not gonna lie, I have gotten thoughts like, oh, I want to be from this, and like to be more interactive with my family and stuff. But now that I see it, is when it comes down to it, they're not gonna be able to employ me and give me a job. They're not gonna, or in the future, they're not gonna feed my family, and they're not gonna be the one every week giving me a paycheck.
Verbum Dei, it's a college preparatory school. The work-study program pays or offsets part of the cost of their education. We're set up here to give a chance to those who can't get private Catholic school education anywhere else.
Ronnie? Here. Dominique?
Every student works 1 day a week. It's not an option. Families that ask, if I pay the money, can my son just stay on campus and go to school 5 days a week instead of going to work? And the answer is absolutely not. This institution accepts students with the condition that they have to be teachable and they have to be employable. And so corporate work study contracts with these different organizations, and we send the students to job share a position. Companies pay $25,000 per team of 4 students. It's a full day of work. It is not a half day, it is not 2-hour training, it is not a 1-hour mentoring program, it is an 8-hour day for our young men.
I pass out reimbursement checks, I get the faxes that we receive, hand out mail, make binders or tabs for files. I organize wire transfers, invoices, and sometimes I organize car rentals for the boss.
Ramon came as very shy and quiet, very reserved. He still is that way, that's part of his personality, but you can just see the confidence, you can see the eagerness he has to do the right thing and to please everyone, and he takes a lot of pride in his work. And we've seen that grow over the last 3 years.
Do you know what type of holes they are?
I don't, it just says controller's office.
Okay, you could go to student council, they're part of the controller's office, but they're the ones that should tell you what type of hole it is. I went from getting kicked out from every middle school I went to being in honors and a schoolboy. I love South Central. This is where I was born and raised at, but I would like to go out and be new places and be able to, oh, I've been here, I've been there, and have some type of experience I could talk about. For my children, because I don't want my children to be going through what I went through and doing dumb decisions. So I would like to have them more like who I am now, like school and stuff.
They're not really like entrails. What are they? They're like wires, right? Pieces of wire and glass. So it's as if he's a robot. But the weird thing is that if you go to the end of that chapter, what do we find out about Mr. Turtle?